All right, we've got a no cooling call. Pretty nice little house here. The lady has had us out here a couple of times before. I think once we put an indoor blower motor in the upstairs unit. And I can't remember what else we've done. Nice circle driveway here. So we'll see if we can get some footage on it and figure out what's wrong. All right, we got the thermostat on. Nice little room here in the attic. And I hear the indoor blower, so let's go check the outside unit. Nothing in the drain pan. Take a look outside. All right, I'm gonna guess this little Tempstar unit. The big one is, oh yeah, you hear that dreaded hum. That we always hear. Let's see what we got here. All right. Plain to see that's puffed up. And I'll tell you what, I wish we could buy these. I don't know how old that is. And I don't see anywhere that says I think that's assembled in Mexico, but I tell you what, these are a lot better than the made in China ones. It looks original, which would be from '03, and we can't be sure of that, but it just looks original. This will be an easy one to swap, so let's swap it out and see if she fires up. And just for the sake of the beginner or the DIY guys that we can't stop, no matter how much we advise against them, we're going to go ahead and take our field piece meter, put it on microfarad, test it to make sure it's not hot with my finger. And blue is always hermetic on the carrier products, you know, ICPs. The red will be common and this brown will be fan. Well, we can see how puffed up that is, and definitely tell that that thing is shot. So let's stick the meter on. And neither component was running, so we're first going to go from hermetic to common. Get the 25, which is a dead signal pretty much. Yep. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing, they say. So let's go get one of these. All right, I didn't notice when we were around there. It's a 30 by 3. A little bit of an oddball. So we happen to have one. All right. So because these capacitors are so cheap, I am going to read both of them. 29.47, that's within range. That was from common to hermetic. From common to fan is 3.004. So just out of habit, I'll mount it where we can read it. Try to be kind to the next guy, which will probably be me. And now, I hate to do what Brad tells us not to do, which is the cap and go. Brad says don't cap and go. Turn it on and check the refrigerant. Take a look at the inside unit, take some amp draw readings, and just make sure everything's okay to prevent a callback and stop you from looking so bad. So, but what I do is I give the customer the option of any further work. I would love to go ahead and service both of these and, you know, turn this into a good call for both ends. But it's the customer's money, and it is the customer's choice as to whether they want any further servicing done. So let's see if she starts up. All right, it is back up and running. And it is about 15 years old. Very small, 1.5 ton unit. And she called her husband, and he said no, he does not want any further servicing that's not necessary of anything done here, because he doesn't think much of these and he knows they are on their last leg. And that's to quote him. So it's back up and running, and we're going to do as they wish for us to do. So I'm sorry, Brad, but this was a cap and go, buddy. So let's go to the next one and see what we got. Thanks for watching. All right, so when we went in to tell the lady we were done and we were going to leave, the husband had called back and said he would appreciate it if we would just check the refrigerant. Might need a small shot, because 2 years ago when they bought the house, I didn't realize it'd been that recent. I'd say I've been here twice, but always over this little unit. But 2 years ago when they bought the house, the seller had a piece of paperwork showing where they had had the bottom floor recharged with refrigerant recently, so he was a little concerned with that. His hopes and plans are to run that one as long as it will and replace this little one, the 1.5 ton here, because it's actually too small for the bonus room, and I agree with that. There's enough area up there. We may have to add a supply duct and affect some of that a little bit, but I agree it's too small. And so he just wanted us to check that unit, so we're just going to make sure it's doing okay for that. So it's been running about 5 minutes. It is just a slight bit low on r-22 in my opinion. So we're going to put a little splash in it and see if we can make those pressures look better. So let's get all right. Let's toss a little in here and see what happens. I'm not going to go through the trouble to calculate a target superheat on this or anything like that. It's a really hot day. I think it was 89 when I walked down the stairs. I looked at my phone. That's probably going to be pretty close. It's up where I think it ought to be. to now. I'm going to throw away these plastic caps. The brass one's back on there. Let her eat for a minute. Alright, this is where I'm going to leave it. It is actually 90 degrees here. So I've got it on about 71 or 72 on the suction. And it's at about 215 to 220 on head pressure, which looks pretty good to me. Leave it right there, and they should be good for the rest of the summer. He's hoping this one will last a little while, and that we can go ahead and change this 1.5 ton out to a 2 ton. So that's I'll tell you what, these little brass caps are a very cheap little signature to give people. And every now and then somebody will notice it. And I guess the old saying, little things mean a lot. You know, I've had it mentioned before. And I got in the habit of keeping these on the jug. It's not really to protect from a leak, but my other vans have always had, you know, racks for refrigerant, and I keep saying I'm gonna put one in this one, and I just never have gotten around to it. I stay so busy, but you know, anytime the jugs are on a rack like that, I just think we need to protect the threads. There's a reason that habit got formed. Getting a little old to carry a full jug. All right, well, just goes to show you that you're not always finished when you might think you are. I thought they wanted us to just cap and go. And as it turns out, he said, how about just looking a little bit further? And I think they just really didn't want to run the bill up and didn't want to do a full service and cleaning and checking of everything, and he just wanted to pick and choose what he wanted done, and I don't have a problem with that. He's a mechanical engineer. He's fairly well educated, and they bought a couple of systems from me in their other house they were in, oh Lord, 8-10 years ago. So he knows what he wants, so I just do what I'm hired to do, and I'll give advice when it's requested. So anyway, let's move on to the next one, and thanks for watching.